Hello, it's Crown F1 and welcome to episode number 13 in driver career in F1 25. Today we have Mexico City Grand Prix. First of all, we have a nice dry weekend. I believe we got some upgrades for this weekend as well. Yeah, one upgrade came in and that's gonna be... Actually no, this one, the monocoque structure, is gonna be the last one coming from for this season. So last time we had a gearbox issue, like that's pretty much our US Grand Prix with a sprint, because we've got a failure in the sprint, the same part, and then same thing happened in the race, which is quite unfortunate. Looking at the standings, Alonso is level on points with us now. He got a quite good result in the US Grand Prix, and because of that the Aston Martin are catching us in the constructors. It's only 15 points difference now, so it's important for us to score points. We have 4 races left.
What an atmosphere we've got. The fans have been here since dawn, and the stadium, the Faro Sol, is absolutely heaving. We're about to get set to set the grid for tomorrow's Grand Prix. It's qualifying day here in Mexico City.
Unfortunately, at the qualifying I lost my microphone and I didn't realize that, so I have to add post commentary. So my first bunker was 1:15.5 and it was good enough for B6. After the first rounds I was second of the Charles Leclerc, who was in first place, and I knew I had to find at least a few tenths to secure that 6th spot. So my last lap running through the technical corners at Mexico, it's a very difficult track. You pretty much have everything around there, long straights, fast corners as well, and slow technical chicanes. So thankfully I was able to gain a bit of time in those technical sections, and in the end 3 tenths up, it was third place at the time, 1:15.222. In the end it was good enough for 6th position. Verstappen was on pole, beating Charles Leclerc by over 1:10.5. Then Russell was third, Norris 4th, Ocon 5th, Hülkenberg 7th, Piastri 8th, Sainz 9th, and Berman was 10th. Further down below we have Antonelli, Hadjar, Hamilton, Albon, Alonso, Tsunoda, Gasly, Bortoleto, Lawson, and Stroll is last. Now it's time for the race.
Back in the 60s, Mexico City would host the season-ending race, a party of motor racing. Well, we might not host the finale now, but Mexico hosts a party nonetheless. So welcome to the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez for the Mexico City Grand Prix. At 2,285 meters above sea level, the thin air of the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez poses a unique challenge, not just to a driver's skill, but to the efficiency of their engines as well. 17 corners then make a lap of this 2.6-mile circuit. Expect incredible speeds in excess of 220 miles per hour, and overtaking into the braking zones of turn 1 and turn 4.
Race strategy. We are going for a one-stop medium hards. We need to stretch those mediums a bit long up to lap 14, and then we'll move on to the hard tires. Now let's start the race. 5 red lights, lights out, and away we go. We have good initial launch. We are almost there with Ocon, and we are maintaining our 6th position. I am looking to the outside line, but there's absolutely no space, and Sainz was trying to gain a spot on us, but he didn't. Russell had a terrible run through the first chicane and we got him. So up 1 place, up ahead 3 drivers fighting for a 2nd spot, going 3 wide into turn, I believe it's turn 3, Ocon got Leclerc and he is now challenging Norris. Brilliant start from the Frenchman, who is on the soft tires. Unfortunately for the Frenchman, those tires didn't last too long, and on lap 4 we have a run on Ocon. I knew it was a crucial overtake, so I go round the outside and I just overtook him on the braking, and I was really happy with that maneuver because it wasn't easy. I had to brake a bit later into the first chicane, and now you can see Ocon POV. I think I was already ahead in the apex, so yeah, I think he just braked too early. Lap 5, I was trying to hold in Leclerc's DRS, but unfortunately we didn't have the pace to stay with the Ferrari. And as you can see, Piastri is on our tail already. 2 laps later, he got a run on us, and there was absolutely no context in the Alpine versus McLaren fight. It just was way too fast, and now we've got Hamilton in 6th, so Ocon is losing places as well. Those soft tires are really giving up on the French guy. Lap later, Hamilton is on our tail again, and yeah, I couldn't really fight this one. He's a way faster guy, and I also had to manage the tires. But lap 8, Leclerc spun. He stayed on the track, and that brought up a safety car. As you can see, he was just going, and I don't know, he just lost it completely on its own. It's a very strange accident, but we are gonna make it as advantage, and we are going to box. It's definitely a good option. Those tires are pretty much worn, so we are going to choose the hard tires, and at this point I thought it's gonna be a toe stop for us, because I wasn't sure how far I can stretch those hard tires. As you can see, also 2 drivers didn't box. Like on this lap, Verstappen and Norris, they didn't box because they were I think they just missed the pit lane, but they boxed at the end of next lap. But Gasly and Alonso, they stayed out, and our teammate is actually leading the race at this point. So we now have safety car restart, and can we gain some position? We have a good run on Hamilton. We are gaining on the Ferrari driver, but can we challenge him into the turn 1? That's the big question. So on the braking, can we try it? No, we were just a bit too far. And also Hamilton on the medium tires, so they are definitely on the toe stop, because they went from medium to medium tires. And now we are trying to pass the drivers that didn't box. So we passed Alonso and crucially Hamilton. We are now fighting with him the first 3 corners, but we got the position, and a few laps later we are just behind Gasly, our teammate. And I knew that it's crucial to pass him before the technical section, because we're gonna lose so much time. So I used all of my battery. Frenchman wasn't giving up on this one, which was surprising. Like, we are on a different strategy, so I thought the team will maybe interfere and make it a bit easier for us, but it wasn't the case in this scenario. So yeah, we passed Gasly, and he wasn't able to run away from Hamilton and Russell, so Hamilton passed us on lap 15, and Russell is also there. Can he challenge us? Yes, he is there. He's on the inside line, but we have an inside for the next corner, and we're just gonna show him absolutely no room. Surprisingly, we were actually able to move away from Russell. He was even passed by Ocon at this stage of the race. I just checked the tyre and it was very low, 18% on lap 18 of 10 laps after we put on those tires, and at this point I was thinking that maybe I can stretch those tires and just finish the race with one stop. As you can see, the drivers in front, they boxed just now, all of them, Piastri, Hamilton and Verstappen, so you were leading the race. And yeah, I knew that by not boxing again, that was our only chance to get something more than a 4th or 5th place, and I was trying to snatch that podium. It would be absolutely amazing. I knew that Piastri with 10 seconds behind, he's gonna catch me for sure, and I wasn't sure about Hamilton and Verstappen. They were further behind, and it all depends on their pace. So yeah, lap 25, that was actually the lap that we were supposed to box for medium tires, but we decided to stay out. And lap 29, Piastri is on our tail. The drivers were gaining around 2 seconds per lap on me. Like, we still had a good pace on those tires, but obviously the fresh rubber was just way quicker, and the drivers were driving way faster cars as well. So lap 30 and Piastri, yeah, he's on our inside. I actually wasn't fighting too hard this one. I knew that he would get me sooner or later. There was still 6 laps to go, and I was just concentrated to get that podium spot. Unfortunately, Verstappen caught us as well on lap 32. He was way quicker than Lewis Hamilton, so I had to bail to the Dutchman too. And lap 33, Hamilton is gaining. We are starting to feel that those tires are going. There's not much left, life left in them, and second to last lap, Hamilton is on our tail. So yeah, we will have big fight going into the first corner. I was trying to save as much battery as I can, but even that might be not enough, because the British driver will have the advantage of the DRS system. So we are going to start the last lap of the race. There was also a briefly yellow flag. I think Berman retired, but now there's a green flag, and Hamilton is just too quick. We couldn't challenge him into the first corner. Like, even if we could, I think he would win this battle, because he was on the fresh rubber. Maybe not fresh, but way fresher than our tires. So unfortunately, we didn't get the podium. One more lap and Norris would get us as well, but thankfully we were able to stay in 4th position, which still is a brilliant result for Alpine. So yeah, great race. It was strategic, and our teammate Pierre was driver of the day. Actually, his strategy was also really good. He also stopped only once, a bit later than we did, and he finished in the top 10, got some points. Like, he started P17, so it was a great result for him. Piastri was the race winner, absolutely brilliant for Oscar. He definitely gained under the safety car. While Norris and Verstappen, they were leading before that, but they didn't have a chance to box just when the safety car was put on the track. They had to do one more lap, and that just played brilliantly in Oscar's advantage. As you can see, he started in 8th spot. So it's Oscar first, then it's Verstappen, Hamilton. We are 4th. 5th is Lando. Leclerc is 6th. Our teammate 7th, he started P16, 9 positions gained, driver of the day. Brilliant race from Pierre. Antonelli is 8th, Hulkenberg 9th, and Alonso finish up in 10th spot. Then we have Russell, Berman, Sainz, Stroll, Bortoleto, Albon, Hager, Lawson, Ocon, and Tsunoda was in last spot. He didn't finish the race. Looking at the driver standings, Oscar, thanks to that win, he overtakes Norris. He has now 11 points advantage over his teammate. Verstappen is still within the race victory, 24 points behind Piastri. Then we have Charles Leclerc, Hamilton, Russell, Tsunoda. We are in 8th position, 3 points behind Yuki and 11 points above of Fernando Alonso. Our teammate Gasly is in 10th spot. Looking at the constructor standings, McLaren is over 100 points above of Ferrari, and it's looking like they are gonna be the constructor champions. Red Bull is 3rd, then it's Mercedes. Alpine is in 5th position. We have now over 30 points advantage of Aston Martin, then it's Sauber, Williams, Haas, and Racing Bulls is in last spot. We have big gains after this strong weekend, and our rating actually goes up. And yeah, we are able to bounce back after very disappointing rounds in Singapore and USA. We scored 4th position in Mexico, and that was actually a brilliant result. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next round. Bye.